Hello there! Today I will present you 8 spots in Zurich where you can take amazing photos for Instagram. I hope you enjoy! This is all something you can visit in a day, that's actually what I did. I managed to go everywhere in about 4 hours, of course without major shoots, but just so you know, it's absolutely realistic for a day trip. Alright, number 1 is the main train station. This is perfect for photos where you want to seem busy and businesslike. But really, it's a stunning station with a lot of retro-style trains and old architecture. You can really pick and choose on what you want, more of a vintage atmosphere with the trains, or something futuristic with everything being sort of symmetrical. You can shoot upstairs with the trains or underground, since there's also really minimalistic design. Most likely, if you go by train that is, you will end up here, and make sure to use this as a proper photo location and not just as a place to pass by. Second spot I would recommend to go to is the Viaduktstraße. Here you are at arguably the most urban part of Zurich. You can find everything one's hipster heart would desire. Graffiti, whole lot of bicycles, overpriced but amazing looking cafes. This place is great for photography alone, but if you have a few hundred of Swiss francs to spare, you can also have a great shopping trip here. But let's switch to the reporter at the place. Alright, so since no one is here, I can actually talk to the camera without feeling too embarrassed. And I'm currently in the Viaduct section of Zurich, where a lot of graffiti is. So if you want to have like an urban style to your photos, then definitely go here. The architecture is also really nice. So yeah, if urban is your thing, then definitely go here. Number 3 is sort of on the way, and it's the Geroldstraße, leading towards the so-called Freitag Tower. By seeing those umbrellas, you can just tell that it's perfect for Instagram. Actually, while I was there, I even saw 2 girls who had a small shoot there. But also, when approaching the tower, you can find even more small shops with unusual fashion, cafes and restaurants. If the weather is great, I recommend going there for lunch, since a lot of the place had seats outside to enjoy the weather. As a side note, in case you wondered, Freitag is a pretty famous brand in Europe which sells bags made out of recycled materials. Next point is generally pay attention to the train stations when you go from one spot to another. The architects really have done amazing work, which looks really cool in photos. In contrary to most stations in Germany, where the stations look rather mediocre at best, here you can find really great locations, basically by accident. Fifth spot is the famous Bahnhofstraße, which is one of the most expensive shopping avenues in the world. Here you can find all the same shops you can find in any other shopping street. But in all seriousness, if you also go to the parallel streets, it's absolutely lovely. But even staying directly on that street, you will find great opportunities to find location spots, like for example with the trams. Number 6, short and simple, the Lynton Wolfe has the most amazing view of Zurich. And all that without having to climb a mountain. It's not far from the Bahnhofstraße I just mentioned, and you get there by going up an alley which really isn't too long. It's not that bad, and take it from a person who never works out and mostly has hobbies that only include sitting. The hardest part here is to get the people out of the way so you can take photo. Number 7. Apart from just following the Limmat River, you should stop at the Münsterbrücke. There are tons of interesting buildings there, a lot of stylish cafes, though sadly pretty expensive ones, and as often in Switzerland, simply the view. Lastly, number 8. The place is exactly what it sounds like, Belvedere. This place consists of architecture faintly looking like it could be from the 1920s, the Zurich Opera and a stunning view over the Zurich Lake. Pretty much same thing as at the Lynton Wolfe, it's a bit tricky to get the people out of the way. As you can see, the weather was great when I shot this, so it feels like the whole city decided to go and sit at the lake, so be mindful of that. Alright, this concludes my list of 8 spots in Zurich. I hope you found them useful. If you did, please click the like button, and if you want to see future videos of mine, then also subscribe. Then I guess I will see you soon.